More news from Blood Gamers this week. The PlayStation Slim is getting even slimmer. It's dropping 200 grams. But it's not really going to be released as a new version. Just if you buy it now, you'll get the 200 gram heavier version, and in a few weeks it'll be 200 grams lighter. Not really anything to sort of worry about, but just thought you might like to know. Not only releasing Bad Company 2, which has hit out on Modern Warfare, they're also hitting out with their own words. EA say they are using this VIP map pack incentive to make sure people buy it as a first-hand game rather than buying in the pre-owned section. So the map packs are free for the people with the VIP code, which comes with a newly bought game, but also you can buy it from them if you buy it second-hand for a small additional fee. EA say this is helping you to avoid the empathy and also not to get nickel and dimed, which is quite clearly hitting out at Modern Warfare 2, making you pay for the first lot of downloadable content. That downloadable content will be coming out on the 30th of March for 360. So we should get that a little bit later for PS3, as it's a timed exclusive for about a month or 2 months, I believe. PlayStation Home is getting updated tomorrow. If any one of you wanted to know that, it's getting updated to version 1.35. So if you're going to go back to it, you will have to obviously install, and it will take up more room on your hard drive. Is that going to put people off? Or if you're a constant user of Home, are you just going to update it and use it as normal? Before I start talking about the PlayStation Move, which is a lot of information come out of GDC today, I'm going to tell you how to do special characters on your PlayStation Network status. First of all, change your system settings so everything's in Chinese. Then go over to your status, and if you go down to where like all the brackets and everything is, that little box, the second one along, or if you go along there's a few extra ones, go into one of them and it will give you a list of about 10 of them. There's circles, star, music symbols and stuff like that. Might make your message look a bit more unique and stand out from the rest. Just thought you might want to know. Okay, GDC, most of the information coming out there has been about the PlayStation Move. What was rumoured to be called the PlayStation Arc, even trademarking it in Japan, it has definitely now been confirmed to be called the PlayStation Move, and it also has a sub-controller, a bit like the Nintendo Wiimote and its nunchuck. On release, you'll be able to buy the PlayStation Eye, the PlayStation Move and sub-controller, and the sports sort of game that's coming with it, all for about under $100. So that's going to be probably around the 70 quid mark. Basically the Move will have a few controls on, but it will basically be moving around, and the other one will have an analog stick and a few other buttons. Apart from the sports game, which is called Sport Champions, which will possibly let you play games like archery, gladiator combat and table tennis, a few other games so far have been announced. There'll be a tweak for Resident Evil 5, allowing you to use the motion sensor. SOCOM 4 will also let you use the Move to control where you're shooting. And also the upcoming Lord of the Rings game that was going to be on the Wii and DS has also been put back, so they can port it over to the PlayStation 3. The next Tiger Woods game, golfing obviously, not seeing how many women he can sleep with, is also going to have the motion control built into it for the PlayStation 3, so you can use the controller as you would normal, or swing a golf club like you would with the Move. There's 36 of the developers behind the Move at the moment, some of the big ones being EA, Square Enix, Sega, Activision, Konami, Ubisoft and Capcom. So basically I can only see some good things coming out of this. EA Sport Active, which was on the Wii, is having a sequel, and this will come to the PlayStation 3, and I'm going to guess it will also be on the Wii and 360 as well. And the last bit of news, Sony is considering God of War 3 DLC, although none is planned as of yet, which is a nice step forward for games, because I do really start to get annoyed by games releasing like dates for DLC and planned DLC before the game's already been published and let out to the public. I think it's a bit unfair for gamers, almost thinking that they're not paying for everything that developers put into the game before it's actually been released. Comment below, do you think the movie is going to flop, or do you think with titles such as Resident Evil 5 and SOCOM, some serious games behind it, it will do what the Wii can't do in terms of hardcore gaming and motion censoring? Blood Gamers out.